With the exception of humans, the Formosan macaque is Taiwan's only primate. They arrived from the Asian mainland during an ice age hundreds of thousands of years ago that lowered seawaters and opened a land bridge to the island. As temperatures and waters rose, ancestors of the Formosan macaque were marooned. They evolved over time into a species that is today found only on Taiwan. While distributed throughout the island, from coastal flats to mountains over 3,000 meters high, the Formosan macaque is most prevalent in low to mid-altitude highlands. Increasing commercial development in these areas has severely impacted upon the natural habitat of the Formosan macaque, threatening their long-term health and survival. The Formosan macaque area at Ershui is located along the southwestern face of the Bagua Mountains in Changhua County. Loose, rocky soils, which make the area particularly prone to landslides and washouts, encouraged the government early on to declare this area a soil conservation forest. This means that the area is off limits to commercial and agricultural development. The dense forests that continue to carpet the area give it an air suggestive of the land of fruit and flowers described in the Chinese classic The Monkey King. The Formosan macaques of Ershui indeed live like kings, who enjoy to the fullest the freedom and protection of their wild realm. The Formosan macaque is most at home in trees, where they eat, groom one another, sleep, and reproduce. When venturing out from home, these primates assign a sentry to the highest tree in the area to keep an eye out for trouble. At the first sign of danger, the sentry shakes tree branches and bellows a loud ka-ka to alert the rest. While usually walking on all fours, these primates are capable of walking upright for short distances. Able to grip with both hands and feet, the Formosan macaque has no difficulty climbing trees and jumping from one place to another. Leaping and swinging from limb to limb is a piece of cake. When longer leaps are called for, they use their tail to provide added balance. Researchers have discovered that, apart from facial differences, individual Formosan macaques can be recognized by differences in their tails.
And one very useful thing we use is that each monkey has a unique tail end, and we've made this little chart of the tail ends of all the different monkeys in this group.
This Formosan macaque, with his tail held high in an S shape, is the leader of a troop. The The hare monkey, along with his progeny and a few other males, comprise the center of a troop, with the king at the top. Walking to and fro through the clan with tail held high, the leader appears to keep a regular vigil. If a mature male dares raise his tail up in his presence, it signals a leadership challenge. A fierce fight soon follows to determine which is most fit to lead. The loser, nursing his wounds, is cast out to fend for himself beyond the troop's protection. Formosan macaques are most active during the daytime, taking meals once in the morning and at dusk. At sunrise, a group of monkeys is seen moving off briskly in a search for food. Omnivores, these primates feast on everything from beetles, caterpillars, grasshoppers, and cicadas, to sprouts, stems, leaves, flowers, and fruit. Observing eating behavior, it appears that Formosan macaques literally gulp food down as fast as they can. This is because they have two cheek pouches, one on each side of their face, used simply to carry food away. Once full, the monkeys retire to a place of safety where the food is taken out to be enjoyed at their leisure. While on the hunt for food, Formosan macaques have the habit of eating and spitting on the go. Apart from helping spread seeds, this behavior helps raise the odds of seeds germinating and sprouting. Small seeds that are swallowed and pass through the digestive system are deposited in feces. We have also found that some Formosan macaques consume dirt, which, aside from providing essential minerals, may also play a role in reducing the symptoms of parasite infestations, evacuating poisons, curing diarrhea, and helping control stomach diseases. Around midday is nap time for the Formosan macaques. They will sleep until about 3 o'clock, when another search for food ensues. One can't help but smile at their variety of positions, and think of the wonderful dreams they must be having. Their coat of gray fur offers protection as well as warmth. Much time is spent on grooming, which aside from keeping fur clean, is also a vehicle for social interaction and communication. In the laid-back life of the Formosan macaque, "You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours" is more than just a saying, it's a way of life. Formosan macaques mate between October and January, with fertile females recognized by their red and swollen bottoms. In smaller troops, only the leader has the privilege of mating, while in larger groups, that privilege is sometimes shared with the second-ranking male. Babies gestate 5.5 months before birth. After which, infants cling to their mother's breasts. Mothers keep a close watch over their progeny until they are old enough to fend for themselves. The emotional ties of love that bind the Formosan macaque mother and child are not so different from those bonds between human mothers and their children. Young monkeys are at constant play with one another, learning the basics of survival in the wilderness. When males reach adolescence, however, they are forced out of the troop to fend for their own until they are of a size and strength sufficient to challenge the leader or to found a new kingdom of their own. Allowed to live out a full life, the average Formosan macaque can expect to live as long as 20 years of age. A seemingly insatiable demand for new land and new development is pushing man deeper and deeper into previously untouched interior mountains and destroying the natural habitat of the Formosan macaque. Fruit farms set near the perimeter of newly developed areas become natural food scavenging zones for native monkeys. Longans, pineapple, lychees, and oranges, all favorite foraging targets, have naturally become the focus of an intensifying turf war between the Formosan macaque and farmers. These fruits really do look delicious. Even we can't resist sneaking a taste now and again.
What can I do about these monkeys? They're breaking without warning and picking entire orchards of green fruit. This fruit was destroyed too. You tell me what I should do.
When challenged by the Formosan macaque, farmers can take certain actions permitted under Taiwan's Wildlife Conservation Act. But the monkeys are smart. They are willing to risk all against noisy firecrackers, booming radios, and all the other machinations that farmers use to keep them away in order to fill their stomachs.
They pick my oranges before they're ripe. They start while the fruit is still green and eat right through harvest time. They toss the sour oranges away, just like this one here with the tooth marks.
The practice of some visitors feeding Formosan macaques is harmful, as such threatens to alter the habits and behavior of these wild animals. Even feeding them food threatens to reduce their capacity for self-reliance in the wild and harms their health. Sometimes result in fights amongst monkeys for the food, or even harm to the persons giving the handouts. Communicable diseases, such as the particularly dangerous primate type B virus, may also be transmitted during such contact. Also, the irresponsible behavior of some tourists who throw objects at monkeys in hopes of catching their attention may not only injure them, but also provoke an attack from monkeys trying to protect their young. Therefore, the rule to be followed at all times is do not interfere in any way with the normal routine of the Formosan macaque. From an ecological perspective, it is humans who have encroached upon the Formosan macaque's habitat, growing tea and food on land where they once roamed free. Ripe fruit, easily plucked from trees, proved too much of an enticement to hungry monkeys. Also, please remember that it is a crime to buy or raise monkeys, which, while cute as babies, grow into temperamental and fierce adults that will bite their owners and try to escape. Allowing the Formosan macaque to remain free in its forest home is the best way to ensure its well-being and happiness. Should a Formosan macaque come into your yard, please call the county government or your local police precinct for help, both to ensure safety and to make sure the matter is handled in accordance with the law. To raise general awareness about the Formosan macaque, the Forestry Bureau promulgated the Urshui Formosan Macaque Protection Area in 1981. The affiliated Education Exhibition Hall was opened in 2006, offering educational and interpretive services. In addition to spending time inside the Urshui Education Exhibition Hall, the first such facility dedicated to Formosan macaques, visitors are invited to walk the trails into the hills behind the exhibition hall, where monkeys can often be seen. Formosan macaques are at their most active in the morning, and if your luck holds, perhaps you will see them active in large groups. But don't be disappointed if not. The exhibition hall has lifelike macaque models, as well as enjoyable interactive games teaching about macaque eating habits and habitat that let you in on most every aspect of the life of the Formosan macaque and give you a closer understanding and appreciation of their interesting lives. Docents are always on hand to guide visitors through the exhibition hall and give engaging interpretations in each topical area, as well as introductions to the plants growing around the hall. The exhibition hall further offers various activities to instill an even deeper appreciation of the Formosan macaque through stories, games, songs, and other fun activities. However, if you want to join in, please remember to reserve your place beforehand. Apart from the area around the Oshui Education Exhibition Hall, you can also visit Fongbo Square a few minutes down the road to view Formosan macaque activities. Frequenting the tree branches above the square, monkeys are a regular draw for tourists. As long as they are left undisturbed, they don't seem bothered by the upright primates who flock in droves to ogle them. Fongbo Square is an excellent spot to observe the life and habits of the Formosan macaque. While in Arshui, be sure also to visit some of the area's tourist attractions, such as the Loisa Inkstone Quarry along Jorshui Stream, art exhibition halls displaying exquisite stone art crafted by local artisans, the traditional Lin Temple, and the Arbawan Historic Trail. With so much variety on offer, a trip to Arshui is an eco-tour and cultural tour rolled into one.